You're watching a syndicate program.
The Emperor has been expecting you. I must obey my master. Indeed, you are powerful. It is pointless to resist, my son.
What is up, guys? It's the Toychest Monday, 5:30. We're here. We're here to celebrate everything Star Wars collectibles. We've got a packed show. Actually, we got a lot to talk about. For being such little news, we got a lot to talk about. But first off, who has Hal Runner's $100? If you know, you know. We'll get into that a little bit later. But this is episode 53, and I am Darth Butcher. I've got Scott Solo here.
What's up, nerds?
Got Bliss Transmissions, Tommy.
Son Bichale McClanky.
No,
Hello there.
Man, that was a special edition announcement. We got Alexander Storm and
What's going on, everyone?
oh man. So before we get into it, guys, because again, we got some stuff. I want to give a quick reminder and shout out to our Shadow Council. If you guys want to find out what it's all about, scan that QR code, get involved. Some things are on its way. We say that all the time, so we're gonna trademark that soon.
We mean it this time.
We mean it. We really mean it this time. And yeah, so again, on our Wednesday show, guys, you will get your proper shout out with all the bells and whistles. So thank you so much. And we've got our channel members and our pit being digested as we speak, like Raul Nueva York. We've got Hal Runner again. Yeah, no trailer. Some people could call it a trailer. We'll see. Technical. You could get technical with it. Ray Stanley checking in. We've got Chris K. Let's see. Rhino Hobbies. One of our newest members to our Discord. So he found his path to the Discord.
Yes.
Awesome. We got Commander Bly. These smaller channels sure are busy. Yes. Let's see here. I'll get to all your guys' comments. So if you're in there, say something, and we'll get to you. Basil G. We've got the Max Rebo Experience. Yes. Party. Yes. What else? Who else? Help me out, guys. Let's see. We've got James Morrow. No, it's cool. James Morrow. Phantom Menace. Dennis. Yeah, not gonna lie. Looking forward to this stream. Gets me through the Monday doldrums.
Seriously.
It's going to help us too, honestly. Luckstar is checking in. Let's see.
You know, I got to say, also, I was watching Blitz's Toy Hio coverage, and what a fantastic looking show. But I got to see what Phantom Menace Dennis really looks like.
Iceman. Yeah, the goat.
Yeah.
Nice. We got TVC Trev. We have
See, it's not an easy thing to keep up with all these people.
because the conversation is going. I'm trying to hit anybody. We've got Mando Mike checking in. Let's see, Dr. Brantley, Scar Solo. We don't really.
No, we
don't recognize our own. Chet Maddox checking in.
What's up?
Okay, guys. All right. So we have a couple updates to get through on our TVC and Black series, and then we're gonna kind of like talk it up. We got some Toy Fair speculations, our pre-show for Toy Fair, which is this weekend, and we are actually going to dive in on the Rosscon. What is Rosscon and why it even existed or exists, and is it going to exist in the future, a very, very short future? So if you're interested in why Rosscon became a thing, stay tuned, and we'll get to it. But first, guys.
Yes.
Let's get into, let's say TVC, because TVC had some brand new.
Yeah.
Now look at this guy. Look at this guy down there.
Are we ready for this?
Yeah, go for it.
TVC. Bring me the TVC. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. See, he has come to the dark side. But look at this. Last week we had this happen.
Unbelievable.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Boom.
We have new releases, including. Which brother is this now? This is the first brother?
11th brother.
11th brother. Okay, I can't tell. They're all numbered brothers. But AKA the Crow, AKA from, I don't know what the hell. He's from Tales of the Jedi.
Yes.
Ahsoka took him out. But first, he's from Maul, Shadow Lord. So check that out. We've got him. What's up, Jacob Stanko?
Woohoo.
What's up, man? And then, of course, we have got Merrick. So
Dude,
neat. Merrick, they both look incredible. I love the extra
3 3/4. They look incredible. Yeah, you're right.
Shut up. Shut up.
Right.
Yeah, I like the extra cloth we get on the cape though, so you can
Scale
really drape that
Wars.
over.
Sorry.
So you can drape it over his shoulder. Stop it. But no, these figures look fantastic, and I'm thinking the more Inquisitors we get, the better, man. It's just
I agree.
yeah, dude.
And they're Shadow Lord. I mean,
Yeah, they're actually putting out figures before the show.
No. They are showing us figures before the show. Are we going to
cool
get
with that.
them for the show?
yeah, it doesn't matter.
I'm cool
I
with
mean,
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love these. These look great, and I know that these were on a lot of people's TVC March Madness top 25s. So that's really exciting.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we cleaned up the list a little bit because it was getting a little full, and a lot of those figures have been sitting around for a minute. I also read on Yakface, the source of all good things Star Wars out there, that the General Veers, Poggle the Lesser, Greedo, and Storm Snowtrooper are starting to show up over here. So they might be hitting the stores and in your mailboxes really quick. So just hang in there, guys. They're coming.
We got
And I
Mr.
think
Star
that's-
Wars checking in.
What is up? And that should be it for the vintage collection
TVC,
right now.
Jacob says, give us more villains, give us more Inquisitors. We need to finish of the vintage collection. We need more of these characters. I agree. Character selection on these two were fantastic, and it does come into the heels of the Shadow Lord animated series, which is going to be awesome. It's just the notion of the figures are coming, I think, is good enough at this point to even before having a hand. But we still have like under 60 days. So I don't know. Did these go on pre-sale yet?
They'll go up this Friday.
This Friday, guys. So check your calendars. On the Discord, we have our link section, so you guys can hit that and make sure everybody can get pre-ordered, the ones that want it. And
I do still find it frustrating though that we still do not have the rest of the Bad Batch.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've got these guys coming, but still no Bad Batch.
Maybe one day, right? Maybe one day.
Maybe.
We always had yes, I do. Secretly, Max Rebo. We always speculated to why they're saving the Bad Batch TVC for something. Is it a vehicle release? Is it a HasLab, something bigger? Why are they stalling on that? Right? To me, like I said, I don't collect TVC, but it doesn't make sense that I have seasons 1 and 2 of the Bad Batch sitting there. You know what I mean? Like we have those available. We went kind of not deep in the line, but we went deeper. You guys don't even have like the full team yet. You know.
Yeah, not at all.
Finish
What's
the
up,
bad
Art?
batch. Yeah. Art Henderson checking in. Hashtag finish the bad batch.
But whenever they do eventually finish the Bad Batch vintage collection figures, you're going to have to go to Darth Moocher's 3D print lab and get yourself Tashi Station Emporium, get yourself some figure stands, because I specifically put in a request. Mooch, I need special stands for these damn figures because the peg holes are too shallow.
They are.
They do not work. So he went back to the drawing board and he's like, I can do this. And damn if he didn't. It was like one day later I had a perfect stand for it. So we're in the testing phases for that right now.
Yes. So we just be mindful that some of the TVCs that why even have footholes at this point?
Seriously.
You know what I mean?
They either have really narrow footholes or they put them up by the toe, and it's like that's not gonna hang on.
No.
Yeah. So
Let me say as well that it's going to be very important that you join either the Syndicate Discord and or the Blitz Transmissions Discord for these pre-order links on Friday. These are very, very highly desired TVC figures. I've seen tons of people who don't even collect TVC say, oh yeah, that's Rule of Cool, I'm picking that up. So if you want to get in on this, and I hear that recently there were some disastrous pre-order experiences for Star Wars collectors. If you're in the Syndicate Discord or the Blitz Transmissions Discord, you didn't have that issue.
Right.
So,
listen to the community, right? Listen to what, if everybody says, I'm going to be after this figure, it possibly sell out, use the buddy system.
Yep.
And if the word on the street is with these two, heed warning, because Starkiller on the Black Series went up for pre-order last week and it was a disaster.
Yeah.
For a lot of people, it was a disaster.
He sold out like 4 times. He sold out like 4 times for the day.
Bring up our Black Series update. There's not much update as far as like what's being released. I did hear that the Quinlan Voss wave is hitting Amazon orders early.
Yeah, some people in my Discord just were sending pictures tonight that they got theirs in from Amazon.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Wow, nice.
Quinlan Voss, yep.
Be some. What's up?
What's up, Be some?
So that means probably about a month or 2 we'll get it from Hasbro Pulse, like whatever, right? So we always get it a little bit later. Amazon is for some reason got it early. So
yeah.
Cool.
There was something else I was gonna say on we were talking TVC, we were talking Starkiller. Oh, I totally missed all the hubbub about Starkiller because it went up at 1 on the East Coast here. I'm a Pulse Premium member, so I was busy at work and I had like 2 minutes. So I like logged on to Pulse. I bought the 2-pack on Pulse, and then I went, I'm going to see if Starkiller's on Big Bad. So much for the Pulse Premium window, because I went over to Big Bad right at 1 o'clock, and there's Starkiller. I'm like, oh, well, that was easy. And I put my phone in my pocket, didn't look at my phone for a few hours, came back and saw that it was just mayhem.
Because all of us were sitting there, Alex, everybody, right? We went on Pulse at 10 o'clock our time, hit that F5, and it was boom. There it was, Starkiller. And then as soon as it came up, boom, gone.
Crazy.
Yeah. And then it came back up, sold out. So glitch, bots, what do you guys think?
It's a thing we've consistently talked about. Their site is garbage. It sucks. It's bad. Yeah.
Their back end is horrible. Yeah. Alex,
that's all there is to it. I just can't wait until the Disney pre-order comes out because that's really gonna.
Yeah. Alex, you did secure how many Starkillers did you guys get?
I got 1, but that was because of chat. Again, Hasbro Pulse did the same thing with the credit card issues and everything else.
Yeah.
And he was on, and again, that's why we were stressing to everybody. The buddy system. You definitely got to do the buddy system.
Yeah. Or Big Bad Toy Store came up for the win on this one, right? And Entertainment Earth, right? All the
fan channels.
The fan channels,
And they didn't increase the price either. The price on Big Bad Toy Store when I put in the order was the same. So who knew?
It did eventually come up on Pulse, like I don't know, 20 minutes later, something like that, and it was up for a little bit, a couple 10 minutes, and then it is still sold out to this day. And I think there was something that I saw that Hasbro absolutely understands that there is a big demand for it, and people are speculating that it might come back at another, like continue.
Sure.
So there'll be another wave of pre-orders or whatever. But I mean, I never want this issue, right? As I've had, I did get mine on Pulse, so I did get that, pre-order in. I know Scar Squadron, we don't talk about it because that was up and available minute one. People got that, but it was Starkiller. It's like, why one and not the other, right? So like that was a weird kind of like glitch, like I said, balance or glitch or whatever.
But Munch, I actually did want something like this to happen because now we know what the appeal is of these characters and these figures.
Yeah.
So we're talking about we're losing a lot of fandom and a lot of people are bouncing out. When you see this kind of thing, then it actually gives you hope that people are still in it, still ordering on demand.
There's still demand for it. Yeah.
It was such a huge story that it went across like not even normal Star Wars fans.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing about this. It brought a little extra attention to the graph.
Yeah. I did want to bring up too that the Luke Skywalker Darth Vader 2-pack, the Bespin Duel, is back up for pre-order on Hasbro Pulse as well. Yes, it is. So if you missed out the first time, it is available right now. I just checked. It's up there. So go get yourself probably the best action figure set.
Yes.
I think it was my number one last year. It's
a great set.
Incredible.
I'm glad to see it to have a kind of like another wave of it, even if it's another reprinting or whatever it is. I'm glad that it's a thing, even if it's maybe it's due for canceled cards, canceled orders, or whatever.
Everybody should get them. It's awesome.
Yeah. Lockstar checking in. Yeah, Big Bad has what they say. We could charge the tariff.
I have yet to, as far as like Hasbro figures
disclaimer.
Go, I have yet to actually get a tariff fee.
Yeah, they put it as a disclaimer, right? Just at that line, they put it in there.
I know for like imported figures from like Japan, like SHF, like I know Hot Toys too from like Hong Kong, like those Big Bad does actually charge you a tariff fee. But as far as like the domestic figures, quote unquote, the ones that we see in our grocery stores and stuff, those ones I haven't seen any issue with.
Yeah. Meeks is checking in.
Now, here's my thing on the Hasbro Pulse site is it was kind of funny if you were, kind of watching along. I had gone and looked at the Hasbro Pulse like posts they made on Instagram, and you could still see all the comments and stuff. They were like commenting on their own post and pinning their comment, like basically, guys, it's sold out, but it shouldn't be because we have more stock available. We're trying to figure out what the deal is, and then like an hour later, they were like, "Oh, guys, we figured out there's something wrong with the system. We have more stock now," and that just to me, it's not the first time that their website has screwed up and royally messed up on a pre-order. And the other thing is, it's a consistent issue. I can understand every website ever has just when you get high foot traffic on your website, it's going to be a little bit slower, and that's happened on all kinds. I've had it happen on sideshow.com for a really desirable hot toy. I've had it happen on Big Bad Toy Store when there's like a really big SHF Dragon Ball drop at the same time as like a Hasbro drop. It just happens from time to time. But with Pulse, it happens too often, and especially when that's the site that I'm paying a $50 a year premium service for. Like I said, I got lucky. I didn't have any issue pre-ordering that 2-pack, but I feel for the people that do pay that extra and then they still miss out on the pre-order because it's a clerical issue where they had the units ready to sell and something happened where the units didn't get posted when they were supposed to. It's the silliest, dumbest thing ever.
Yeah, and I also think there should be some dialogue, even if like it's a post or something about the notion of a pre-order, because the number one comment throughout the whole thing is these are pre-orders. Why are they selling out? Why is it unlimited? Why can't you gauge the kind of like demand for it and then order? And I mean, again, these are questions that collectors have. We're not in that business. We don't know the bottom line. We don't know the technical aspects of it. So a lot of people will sit there and be like, look, this is a pre-order. They're not,
and
how can you run out?
It's not limited to just Star Wars. I mean, Alex and Chet were talking on Good Morning Toy Box last Friday about how this has happened with Joe's, Transformers, all the different brands that Hasbro carries. This has happened before. So this speaks to a larger issue than just, this one isolated instance of a pre-order screwing up.
A little transparency will go a long, long way.
Agreed.
I think in building trust.
So we can relay it and kind of go from there.
I think when it comes to the aspects, since I'm like one of the few people in toy manufacturing, Hasbro's already put in an order, regardless before this happens, because it's not like they took the order in and then they're going to produce this figure. That figure was done about a year ago. They knew they were going to do it. They went to the factory. They did all the other.
So they have a 10,000 unit or
they
whatever
normally
it is.
have a preset amount that goes through, but also, there's certain Big Bad Toy Store has an allotment of a Entertainment Earth. In this case, they made a major mistake with Amazon, and I think that was the aspect that might have screwed up, because they might have took a stock and said, Amazon has this amount, and then it comes back. No, Amazon's not even in this.
Right.
So look, I can tell you, somebody already got fired. Bro.
Well,
somebody lost their job because there was a lot of checks and balances that went undone for this.
Yeah. Well, can I ask you this then? If it should the trade-off be that it should be almost treated like a made to order, where if they have a pre-order and they go, let's Starkiller, I'm just gonna throw the number. We're gonna order 10,000 units. Could be could be high, could be low. And then once that, whoever's allocated back and forth, but that's already in production. Should a trade-off be we wait longer, but it's available, or do we get it now and people have it scarce and sold out? Do you know what I mean? So
I don't think they understood the appeal of Starkiller. And I think that's what made this mistake, because he is a gaming great in this. And so when you do made to orders, and they've been doing, like Mephisto was made to order, they've done a couple of things. I think the Bespin set should have been a made to order. You would have waited longer, but the fact of it is that everybody would have had an equal amount of a chance to get it. And just like when Scott just said, right now, what's back up now, it's month after the appeal. A couple of people have been, just disenfranchised. Like, I don't screw Star Wars Black. I don't even want it.
A lot of people probably went to eBay and paid a premium to get that. Whenever here we go again, it's back.
Exactly. So I do think on certain things, like, again, Bespin would have been a smart made to order. Starkiller would have been a great test for a made to order. And like we've been saying, the Rancor, that's a made to order, and I guarantee you it's going to sell out.
Yeah.
Now, here's the other part of it too, is I had, I think a lot of people were banking on Amazon, because a lot of people, they like Amazon very similarly to Hasbro Pulse. A lot of people have Amazon Prime. They get the free shipping. They get very fast shipping. And Amazon tends to be a very reliable source for a lot of collectors. So I had friends, fellow content creators even, that were like, oh no, like it as it was, unfolding, it's not on Amazon. Like, what am I going to do? I'm just going to wait around and wait for it to go. And I'm like, no, if that happens in the future, guys, if you're banking on this one retailer and we have something like this happen again, go to another retailer, secure yourself one, because guess what? It is free $99 to pre-order figures. And then if it goes up on your preferred retailer later, go get it and then cancel the first order that you made. It's not difficult to do, especially on like sites like Big Bad Toy Store. Yeah. It is so easy to cancel a pre-order. It takes 2 seconds flat to go into your account and cancel a pre-order. And I literally had friends that missed out on this pre-order because they were sitting and waiting around for Amazon while the figure is selling out on Pulse and on Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth and everywhere else. I'm like, you are kicking yourself by doing that. So don't shoot yourself in the foot. My advice to my fellow collectors is, if it's not at your first preferred choice and you really want the figure, don't hesitate, because I feel like what happened with Starkiller is going to happen more. We know Hasbro said their new strategy is play to win. They're bringing down production numbers, but they're also doing a lot better with the character picks in specifically the Star Wars lines. Yeah. So I would say to these people, you guys need to make sure it's going to be a lot more important to pre-order going forward than it's been historically, because we're not going to have all this 30, 40 figures a year going to Ollie's and Ross in mass quantities like we've seen in the past 5 years,
Yeah.
So do we have a brick and mortar store where that is supposed to go, or is it just specifically online stores for Starkiller? Because usually the gaming greats also hit GameStops.
They'll hit GameStop.
It's a GameStop.
They'll hit GameStop? Okay.
Yeah, a couple comments in there. People are doing a research saying GameStop still has Starkiller up for a pre-order. So that's
the problem is our brick and mortar GameStops here are disappearing now.
Yeah, they're closing them down.
Mine are still here. Mine are still.
Ours,
3 in my area. They're still here.
We had 3 in this area. There's only 1, and that one is phasing out. So, you know, GameStop, I don't think is going to be viable in the United States as much. I heard Canada, they're doing
it's
well.
Gonna look. Nothing lasts forever, man. Nothing. So it's gonna, you know,
right.
Jacob, I seen some questions in there. You guys, will get to them, and if I haven't, say it again. We'll get to it. I just want to bring this up because this is like a Wednesday topic. But what do you guys think about the Mandalorian trailer? I know people are disappointed. They didn't show much.
I did a whole podcast on that.
Exactly. There's a lot of thoughts going on, but
I think my 2-second thoughts are isolated. I think it's a fun little ad for the movie. I don't see anything inherently wrong with the ad itself.
No,
my frustration comes from the overarching lack of marketing for this feature film. And you can watch my podcast that I released today if you want to hear my thoughts, and these guys will be talking about it, I'm sure, throughout this week.
We got we got all our thoughts, and of course, guys, links in the description below for all of our channels and everything, and there's a lot of talk going on. I agree. I loved it, but the fact that was almost like the minimal assignment was turned in, and but hopefully Toy Fair
was C work. It was C-level work, right?
Yeah.
It was a great start for what could have been a really cool campaign.
Yeah.
But they just left it at that one.
Yeah.
So
Sci-Fi Dude question: do we want more characters turned into figures from Star Wars video games? He does.
Yeah.
I think there's a huge demand for it, right? Like even the comic ones, the Scar Squadron. There's still a good demand for those figures, especially Republic Commando, Battlefront. To me, I buy anything Knights of the Old Republic, right? So that's an insta buy for me. Force Unleashed, yes, I think the demand, as long as people buy, that's the sublines that I think work better than the credit collection and all those other things. Besides the holidays work.
Credit collection.
Yeah, the carbonized, the credit collection, it's just
those are the 2 worst offenders to me. Those are the 2. Nothing will beat the carbonized 2-pack for Ned B and the Purge Trooper from Obi-Wan. That was $75 for a carbonized 2-pack in plastic-free packaging, so you couldn't even see your shiny figures in the box.
It's like, why didn't we sell any? It's
like, yeah. Crazy, man.
That's another dark times, right? And again, that does play into the Rosscon stuff when we get into it, because the character, the whole thing about character selection, like you guys brought up a great point, and you guys in the pit also, was like, the better character selections we get, the more popular and more they're going to sell.
Correct.
And to me, how my collecting habits are, it's quality over quantity, but also I will move mountains to buy that one figure versus 7 figures that are retooled or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So the scarcity might increase because less are being produced, but then the ones that are being produced are going to be like grails to people,
Exactly. And it's smart, in my opinion. Why should we be producing figures that people don't want? And I'm glad that we've done away with the stupid gimmick sublines that don't exist in the universe and don't, holiday figures are one thing because they're a novelty. They serve a purpose for being,
and they work, but people are buying
decorations. People buy them. They're fun. A credit collection figure, they did like 10 of them, I want to say. Like, the concept I get, but that's not something to market to
I don't know how that gets greenlit versus like a Max Rebo band. I'm just saying,
because it's all repaints. It's all repaints. I know. Tooling budget. Yeah,
but there's still probably the amount of money overall of a failed subline could be that $80 San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, right? I'm just saying. But in hindsight, right? Whatever. But speaking of the Mando and the marketing and stuff like that, I mean, we've got Toy Fair coming up, which is this weekend, New York Toy Fair. And I believe Hasbro is going to have a presence there. And I believe
they will.
That, there was a rumored, again, I don't know if it's a speculation or whatever, but there was a rumored live stream for February. And I don't know if
keep it near to the ground this week.
Yeah. Because I don't know if that's going to be to coincide with Toy Fair, like they're going to do it live from Toy Fair, like they have been doing,
I think that they were very successful in 2025 doing things like the panels at the different conventions around the
and I'm
world
good
throughout the year.
I'm good with that, you know.
And they still streamed it to the fans after they did the panel at the show. So they give everybody an option. Now, Yakface did make a post that there are projected to be 12 pre-orders between TVC and Black Series this week. So that's
this week.
So that's my big reason for saying that. You know, watch your Instagrams, watch your Syndicate Discord, watch your Blitz Transmissions Discord, because we're going to be sharing all that information as it comes out. So keep an ear to the ground. Best way to do that is by joining those Discords.
Just checking with Eternal, checking in online has some good figs you can't find elsewhere sometimes. That's of course you want to fill in those gaps. And of course, John Graber, the Space Jockey, he's going to be only looking for TVC pre-orders. So out of that 12, I'm sure he's gonna be like, give me all 12 TVC.
John Graber, the Black Series jockey. Yeah, dude, 100%.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I got
maybe this year when you see him at ICC Con, he's gonna come and go. Since you went TVC, he's gonna go Black Series. You know what I mean? It's like
flip and swap.
Funny.
Yeah.
So,
Good.
Do we want to talk about Toy Fair? I mean, what is Toy Fair? Do we want to get into all this?
Let's talk about it.
I mean, like, we're in speculation mode, and if Yakface has given us the hint of a possibility of 12 releases like that, I'm gonna say majority are gonna come from Mando Grogu movie, and Shadow Lord.
Well, we've already, so if there's going to be 6 vintage collection figures released, we already know 2 of them are going to be
if that's included, or 6
week.
More, right?
With the balloons,
where are you keeping those balloons?
We all float.
That's the scary thing.
We all float down here. But here, okay, so Toy Fair. Toy Fair is the largest toy trade show in the Western Hemisphere. It originally came out in 1903. Wow. Didn't get globally recognized until 1925. So this is the 101st Toy Fair, with the exception of 2020 and 2021. No, 2021 and 2022, I believe, or because of COVID, it had to be canceled. Star Wars, this is where they first announced that they were going to do the early bird certificate. So this year, what's next? And what Toy Fair does is it's not for the public, right? It's just
like a trade. Yeah.
It's a trade show. Right. Yeah. Exactly. And what they do is you go there as a retailer, and you get to see all the product in advance. You get catalogs like this, and the catalog, this is actually from 1978. This is the first one that was. Yeah. Thanks. My brother went to Toy Fair for several years. He used to work for a toy manufacturing company, and he scavenged these for me. But it would tell you not only the product that was coming out, so it would show you the product, but it would also show you some sample displays as well. So it would show you how you were supposed to merchandise them. Yeah. So this is what you get, or this is what you did get in the 70s and 80s. I've got these going through 1986. So 78 through 86 is what I've got. Cool. They're really cool. We've got a couple of videos I did on them too in the past, so where I go page by page. Yeah. But this is the kind of thing that you get at Toy Fair. You get early access to what the products are. You get to figure out how they're supposed to be merchandised, how they're supposed to be displayed in your stores, and the negotiations start, right? Yeah. So your companies negotiate for better deals, and eventually, if a product isn't picked up, then that product will die, right? But thank God Star Wars lived, right?
Yeah, because in those catalogs you did the review, there's some interesting toys that never made it through, and it's like, wow. Yeah. So I mean, there's before we actually had some samples of Star Wars, they were using old Fisher Price Little People painted up to look like Han Solo and Luke Skywalker to try and sell the product. But and I saw somebody talk about the artwork. Yeah, it's a Hildebrandt art. So I mean, it's the original Star Wars art. It's beautiful. Just having that is cool, Just
I know.
Physical media.
So this is the time, right? This is when all the trades, all the companies are supposed to go. Your Targets, your Walmarts, your Toys R Us's, for those that still exist. Yep. They all go to New York, and they walk these halls and shake hands and figure out the next deal. So this is where I think we're going to start seeing product from Mando Grogu.
Please, God, please. I'm like,
I know, right?
Please unpack it, dude.
We're exhausting every single timeline and time frame for a marketing campaign. We are exhausting.
But again, remember the prequels. Whenever they came out, the figures didn't debut until 1 month before the movie dropped in theaters. So, and we weren't seeing a whole hell of a lot before that. We'd see a couple of images. So there's no reason to panic just yet, right?
We're still 100 some days away from the actual,
we should be getting a frickin' toys aside. There should be a goddamn trailer out there. He-Man is killing it right now.
Look, man,
and they don't come out until a month after Mando Grogu.
That's a Wednesday thing. I was going to bring up how I'm more excited for Masters of the Universe than, just that trailer got me more hyped than any Star Wars thing this year.
I don't even like He-Man.
Yeah. It's not that it's not that I don't think that they're gonna do any toys or anything like that. It's that they need to announce it like now if they are planning on having stuff out for the movie. What I'm hoping happens is we have a big basically movie poster in the toy aisle for Mando and Grogu when the movie is out. And if they don't reveal stuff now, that makes me concerned that the stuff won't be coming out until after the movie has left the theater. And then at that point, it's like you kind of miss the boat a little bit. Yeah, right.
Yeah. The notion of 12 reveals does tell me that's going to be a majority of new property, new IP. So, and if it doesn't, we're still there for it, trust us. But you're right, guys, in the sense of the toys, I think, are in better hands than the actual getting people into the movie theaters. Right.
Agreed.
So that it's a complete different,
The whole environment in Hollywood has kind of shifted, and the reason why you're not seeing it is that they know it's Masters of the Universe time. Yeah. Now this is also Hasbro, Star Wars, Disney. It's all under the same kind of hub on these kind of things. Getting back to it, they just had Wonder Man drop. Then next month they've got Daredevil dropping. Yeah, they don't want to overkill so many of their products. They got a Marvel Legends stream just popping tomorrow. It's like there's so many things that's going on when it's like Master Universe here. They've got to pick and choose their moments. I think the Super Bowl was a tad bit of a underwhelming kind of point.
Maybe
they had an
opportunity.
They had an opportunity to really draw in a little bit more attention. And I don't think that did it. I think that's fine. I think that's something they could have put on StarWars.com or something. Yeah, but they need to come with a little bit better heat when you're paying that amount of money for the Super Bowl.
It was clever. Let's put it that way. It was clever. It was a riff on the old Clydesdales Budweiser commercial, but that's it. It didn't do it. Hey, Tauntauns, cool. First time since Empire Strikes Back. Let's go. But still, it wasn't. Is that actually in the movie? Was it just done for the show?
Is it made?
Right. So,
it almost looked fan made. It almost looked like we were watching on a YouTube video. And somebody did AI and did it. And that's where I thought they incredibly messed up with it.
See, Steve had an
opportunity to do something better.
Steve's assignment was 4 30-second commercials, and he turned in 1. That's what happened.
Yeah. But it's the environment change. But I think that's also with the regime change over at Disney and some of the heads and a lot of other things. I think this was just a blown part. You really could have done something. Yeah. I think Toy Fair, they are going to have to ramp it up because they need something of a presence right now to get people hyped. Because you're right. Like right now at this moment, Henry Cavill's Voltron and Highlander were taking a lot of attention. Right. Yeah, Master Universe taking a bunch of attention.
Yeah.
They got to hit that May, and they got to hit the ball running with this.
They do.
Yeah. James Moore, he's saying I wonder if these drops include the 4 Cantina Alien rescheduled for 2/19. I don't think so because wasn't the wording of these are reveals at Toy Fair? I don't know if there's
the wording. The wording was 12 pre-orders between Black Series and TVC that are happening this week. Oh. Now, 2 of those 12 could be those Inquisitors, but that still leaves us with 10 pre-orders, between the 2 lines. So that does
like
not
John
include...
Graber said, it's all Black Series. So
basically, it's just going to be all Black Series.
Come on.
Yeah.
Should be split down the middle, damn it.
No,
It's actually Scott, it's all going to be action verse. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
My favorite toy line.
Nerf is
now
coming
you're
back,
killing me,
and it's gonna. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, just walking the toy aisles yesterday at Target, they had a whole bunch of new Legos, and the panel at the top of the Lego boxes was Mando Grogu.
Yep. See.
Yeah.
It was Mandalorian and Grogu. It didn't say the Mando Grogu, so it wasn't specifically for those shows, but at least Lego is starting to put that forward. They are your centerpieces in the new Lego displays. So
we've seen that with Target lately, because when they did Stranger Things, they had whole aisles devoted. So I'm sure Disney is purchasing aisles and they're going to have a really big, because you know, they see Grogu, that display is going to be huge.
Yeah, I would. Right. I just gonna say this, like the amount of I'll say disappointment or anticipation or whatever it is. It's a great sign in a sense that a lot of people are still on the cusp and on their edge of the seat waiting for anything Star Wars, right? To come floating our way, and just because we want to get hyped and everything like that. It's just that we're not seeing it reciprocated. We're not seeing it on the other end being like, here's your Grogu Oreos, here's your, Chex Mix, here's all these, all these things. Yeah, exactly. It's not yet. But again, that line of not yet is every milestone is happening. Like I've been saying this.
So I mean, I'm not going to be on Wednesday's show, so I'm just going to put my 2 cents out there. The TV spot, I enjoyed it for what it was. It was silly, it was fun, it was not impactful at all. I think it was half-assed, but it was still like Alex said and Blitz said, it looked like the animation wasn't completely done. It just it didn't.
That's why I said for a TV spot for a special Super Bowl thing. Cool.
Yeah, but I enjoyed it. It was fun.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I don't think nobody hated it. It's just was like,
dude, it's the age of the internet. I'm sure there's plenty that hated it.
Yeah.
Jacob Stanko, Tommy, and you guys. I think the Geonosian Warriors is going to be in that wave, and the Inquisitors. Could be wrong, but it could be one of those waves with
the next TVC wave. Yeah. All that I saw was when the announcement came out was pre-order on Hasbro Pulse on the 13th. Now that post was made by Hasbro Pulse, so they could just be saying like, come order it on our site type thing. But if it is a mainline wave, which it could very well be, then I could see the Geonosian Warrior joining. They already,
like I said, you have to go buy all the stuff they tease up to a reveal location, which would be a Toy Fair thing. Yeah. We got Margaret Wood checking in. Look, we've been talking about character selections and everything as far as like the credit stuff and the carbonized and the stuff that doesn't work. And if you bring this up, Scott, it was Cantina Collectibles on Instagram.
Corellian Collectibles.
Thank
you. Yeah.
I did that so you guys can,
shout out Sebastian, Corellian Collectibles.
All right, cool. Thank you so much. But they pulled together a report on the Rosscon and all these stuff that everybody waits. Remember, there's a lot of things. I'll wait for Ross or Rosscon and what it is and everything. Yeah. Well, this kind of brought some light into the situation of why those things were popping up, and the amount of characters that goes to liquidation that we're calling it to go to Ross and the Ollies and stuff, and how it might in the future start dwindling off, because this report kind of tells us that there was an abundance of failed stuff, too much, too many repeats, and old guard kind of like, we're going to rehash these characters. We're going to throw the credit collection. And the notion of how things get liquidated from retail to Ross, right? Didn't you guys say that Ross doesn't get individual? They don't take things off the pegs and send it to Ross.
Correct.
It's the boxes in the back that never get put out in the front get liquidated to the thing, and Hasbro gets paid no matter what. Yeah. So, yeah.
See, but where the problem lies, because you're right, Hasbro gets paid, the product is sent to the retailer is then able to do with it what they want to do, right? The problem is, if things get liquidated to an extreme amount, are the retailers going to feel the confidence in the product and continue to order it, right?
Yeah.
That's where you've got a disconnect right there. So Yeah, if you see a figure hanging on a peg, that figure cannot go to liquidation. Only sealed cases can be sold to liquidation. Anything on the shelves must go to clearance.
Yeah, which means Target won't buy as many cases, right? And again, this could be a past thing, which I'm hoping, because of these things that are selling out before our eyes, because the demand is getting bigger and bigger, and the notion of they're producing less,
right?
So the FOMO is going to be a lot more real going forward. So I don't know if a Ross and Ollie is going to be sustainable. But yeah, go ahead.
So what I find interesting here is this second paragraph on this post, the 2022.
Me too.
The worst product year. Now, what's interesting about this is what happened in 2020. Obviously, there was this one
never heard
virus, this pandemic, this thing. You may not remember it. It was so long ago now. Well, what happened was we had this huge influx of new collectors to Pokemon cards, action figures, literally any kind of collectible, because everybody largely was sitting at home and also getting those nice fat stimulus checks. So everybody was looking for, fun money to spend, and they were getting into these hobbies. At the time, the production numbers couldn't keep up. So at that point, you had a lot of pre-orders that were just selling out for like everything, because there were so many new people, hands in the pot. Now, a little bit of frame of reference. Hasbro plans right now Hasbro is planning 2028 for Black Series. Like right now they've already begun planning 2 years ahead. Right. So what happened was in 2020 they got all excited because they saw that all these new people, this new influx of collectors came in. So they tried to adjust for that with production numbers going into about 2 years down the line with 2022. And then fast forward to 2022, we ended up seeing a lot of those new collectors back out of the hobby. And now you have all these increased production numbers with a decreased number of people that are interested in the line and in the hobby. So that, I think, is why that specific year had so many figures.
Yeah, it was like a false sense of... It was just a false. Well,
it was Hasbro being behind the curve the whole time, which isn't entirely their fault. I mean, you can't predict a pandemic that's going to have a bunch of new collectors come in, just like you can't predict those collectors are only going to stick around for about 2 years and then all of them leave the hobby. Yeah,
who knew disposable income like that would be a boost to the action figure world, right?
Yeah.
This is going to get wild whenever we start looking at the numbers here of figures that were liquidated in specific years. So buckle up. This is going to get really interesting, because in 2020, the liquidated products, as you see right here, Jar Jar Binks, Zori Bliss, and the Clone Trooper, right? The version 1 Clone Trooper. 2021, things start getting a little wacky, right? Yeah. Then we've got all of the Rogue One crew. We've got Jax, the rabbits. You've got specifically those 50th anniversary. Is that the 50th anniversary?
The archive
anniversary.
Yeah, the archive. Yeah, which those things were immediately.
That wave.
Never even saw some of those.
What's interesting about that wave is that wave came out at the end of that year, and they were all repacks from earlier archive waves throughout the same year. So they just repacked a bunch of troop builders and put them in a wave at the end of the year. In theory, that's a good thing because you're getting more troop builders out. But the problem was they were choosing figures that weren't nearly as popular as a Stormtrooper or Clone Trooper,
Right. And I mean, we've even got a couple here like Blue Leader and Jenner's Urso. Those two were both exclusives also to Target. And those things were, I remember the drive to try and get those were real. And next thing you know, they're all in droves at your local Ollie's, right?
Yep.
But then it gets really gnarly. You think this is bad? No, now we're going to talk about 2022's.
And this is it. This falls into my thing that I was saying before. Look at how many figures there are and how many of them are new media figures. I would argue that this wasn't a lack of interest in things like The Mandalorian and The Bad Batch, which are pretty popular and pretty well received among the Star Wars fandom. I would argue that it was a matter of overproduction and them not accounting for all those new COVID collectors backing out of the hobby.
Yeah, like I said, a false sense of confidence in the market.
And then for some reason, credit collections there. What a surprise.
I don't understand that at all. I mean, how could people not just want to dive into those, right?
I did not buy one of those.
Neither did I.
I bought 2 and I don't own them anymore.
Yeah.
Well, also, we're forgetting about the corporate greed, man. And always Ross, they will continue to have it, because even though you're saying like, all right, Target, they're sending things to Ross and Ollie's. If you're checking your aisles right now, Walmart is clearancing damn near almost the entire store. Same thing with Target. So even at their own chain. So I do think there'll be less quantities, but I still think there'll be a bunch of stuff showing up the Ross, because Target and Walmart haven't figured out a way to bring in more actual collectors, and we're starting to see that. I'm seeing from G.I. Joe Classified, Star Wars Blacks, the Micro Galaxy Squadron, everything is at Walmart with a yellow tag on it.
See, but here, this right here was due to, as we were saying, the people backing out, overproduction. But now things are starting to go. Whoop, that's not the right one. Things are starting to go back the other way, though, right? If we're talking about smaller production numbers, you're not going to see a whole lot of stuff hitting Ross in the future, right? So I still say you've got to try and support this stuff whenever it hits major retail, the main retailers, before it goes to liquidation, or else we could see less product in the future if it's not being supported.
I think to Alex's point, what I'm seeing more in the hobby right now is I know we are all big proponents of it. We would all much rather buy from a smaller American business fan channel like your Big Bad Toy Store than we would your big mega corporations like Walmart and Target. We would all much rather support those smaller businesses. We would all much 100%. Rather, and they're more reliable. Half the time Target and Walmart pre-orders, they cancel on you. Half the time they don't even ship, and the figure will be in stock on the website. They're so unreliable in comparison to, like, Big Bad has a pile of loot system you can get on, on places like Amazon. They're much more reliable. You give Amazon Prime, guess what? You get free shipping on all your figures. And those services, I think to Alex's point, we still might see figures go to liquidation stores specifically from Walmart and Target, because they're just fumbling the ball so consistently when it comes to these items on their store shelves.
And let's not forget that Walmart and Target has hurt the smaller shops, because it used to be, you used to walk into your local, toy store and they had it. Now they've kind of done this kind of predatory thing with Amazon included, where they basically are making the smaller ones out. But we much rather would support if we went down to our local toy seller, whoever he is or she is, and we walked in, we spent our money that way. But they made the system. Entertainment Earth does a terrible thing when they're selling to some of these smaller companies. They have just gotten to this point where it's harder for your mom and pops to compete, but we would support that, though.
The problem could be, you could trace it right all the way back to Toys R Us's closing. The reason why it closed was a whole nother option, but Target was supposed to be pickup. They were kind of like chosen to, like, all right, the ball's in your court now. You should have this collector aisle thing. This is where people are going to come get their toys from now. What I believe is the suits at Target probably looked at like, well, Toys R Us closed, so why are we leaning heavy into this thing, not knowing why, not studying why and doing their own research. But then they got scared and they were like, well, we're going to half-ass it to the point where there's nothing here. Therefore, everybody went online. We had Pulse happen. We had all these collector cons happening where everybody goes online and purchases everything, right? Gives the mom and pop zero chance to survive. And then retail is numbers. They got other things. Like, their sole thing is not, or I'm talking Walmart's and Target, right? Their sole thing is they make money elsewhere. So I don't know if they really care that one is up, bringing one up from another. So all these perfect storms were all like lessons to be learned, and no one has really kind of like take the gauntlet 6 years later. That
Amazon did a good job of cutting Toys R Us's throat.
That's it. That Toys R Us failure. It's all right there.
You allow Jeff Bezos and the greedy individuals over at Amazon to basically kill the greatest American toy market and retailer there was, and now the rest of them are like, look, I go into Target and you see when they have their promotional things, it looks okay. But that feeling's not there of like, this is the kind of thing. It's kind of like the same way you go by a car dealership. It's not the same way. When you are not representing that to like this is the end all be all of it. Those aisles need to pop. You need to want kids to run down those aisles and be there. They haven't reduplicated yet. The formula is there. And the intelligence of these guys that have MBAs at the top of these companies and are leaning to shareholders aren't having that one guy that goes into the store that they used to and like, what can we do with this aisle? This is what we can do.
Yeah.
They kind of need to get back to that because it is still there for retail. We all still want retail.
Go ahead. I
was going to say part of the problem too with the small mom and pop shops is I once had a contract with Hasbro to sell, right? And you were back in those days, you were required to buy X number of everything in order to say you want to sell Star Wars, right? Yeah. That's great, but you're on a waiting list now to buy Star Wars, and you have to maintain that by purchasing all the Polly Pockets and My Little Ponies and all the other things that people aren't buying, right? They don't realize that you're a specialty not that they don't realize, they don't care that you're a specialty shop. Yeah. And the prices, the wholesale prices that they charge the smaller mom and pop shops are about 25% more than the wholesale prices that they charge the larger entities, right? Because those larger entities buy bigger quantities. The more you buy, the more you save.
Yeah.
And that, it's the Costco mentality, right? Buy more, save more. But you as a mom and pop can't do that. So you can't compete.
You can't maintain it either. Yeah.
No. And the GameStops can't buy the quantity to take over that Toys R Us level. Yeah. I honestly think that the way they've done it and the way they've been able to bring in stuff, they could have been huge. GameStop could have been.
Yeah,
huge,
they had it. Yeah.
Well, it's you
just can't buy those quantities.
If it's it's buyer confidence. You got to be able to walk into a GameStop and find what you're looking for, even if it's one out of whatever ways. Like back in the day, when there was abundance of it. It's the whole thing has shifted, has changed, and that's why I was like, when Alex was saying you got to get back to kind of this what worked, but then also fast forward 10 years, man. It's like the reason why Toys R Us fails because they did not adapt to the market, and they let Amazon steamroller through.
Well, and this is the other thing too. Go ahead, Mooch. Are we done?
And I was just gonna bring up just welcome in
hey
here in Toyhio, 3 locations of Sir Toy Kingdom, the best toy store around. Yeah,
I was just there last month in Strongsville. I just went there last month.
Wow. Such a rare sight, but such
great show.
Like you walk in there and you go there week to week because they have something.
Yeah.
So
and they had the new Black Series wave when I went. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Like, which one?
Yeah, the one with Toba Fett, Ventress, and Jango Fett. It was just starting to show up at Walmart and Target and everything. And guess what? Yeah. They had it right on the shelves. They had a bunch of them. But what I was going to say, more to Alex's point from earlier again, we know, like, with Walmart and Target, they also have, like, a system with their retail. So certain items are only allowed to be on store shelves until a certain date, and then they get moved to clearance. It's a very uniform system that in practice doesn't really work because you also have, with the way distribution works with a corporation that big, by the time the product gets to my region, half the time in the New England area, half the time it's already boom clearance sticker, or it doesn't make it to the shelf at all because of how long it takes. While meanwhile on the West Coast, it's been there for a month already and it's exceeded its lifespan on the shelf. Yeah. So that also, like to Alex's point, we also still might see stuff go to liquidation from Walmart and Target,
Yeah. Well, like I said, you're still 2 years kind of like ahead or 2 years ahead of the game, right? Or behind the game in that sense. So a lot of these things that are coming out, it's all an ecosystem.
Right.
It all starts with the mentality. Like I said, we will go to the stores if we know we can find things at the stores. The stores will only purchase if people are purchasing. But that if one thing gets out of line, the whole thing collapses, starts over, you get Rosscon. You know
just
what I mean?
Like K2SO says, the whole system goes down. That's what you said. The whole system goes down.
It's funny though. TVC Trev is in there. He's saying that he tries to purchase at retail all the time. Same here. I always have things on pre-order because I want to make sure I can get it. But the minute I find it, and I guarantee you, I will find it at GameStop or Target before I'll find it months before it'll shut.
That's the new mentality of things. Pre-order everything that you can, but then cancel it and find it. But go to the stores and find it. Right?
Exactly.
It's like the Grandpa Munster figure I bought. Right? I had him on order, a BBTS. He's cheaper at Target. Ooh, okay,
go for it.
Buy it at retail. So yeah. So don't stop going to the toy stores just because you have the ability to pre-order it. Still, you might get your hands on it early, maybe.
I also have a lot more confidence in, because I know there's the sentiment like adult collectors are the biggest, market for toys and things now. I was really encouraged after going to Toy Toy Show this past weekend. I commented on it in my vlog that I did. Honestly, more than half of the people there were my age or younger, and I've been going to Toy Hio for years, and I've never seen the demographic be like that until this most recent time that I went. In the past, It's always been adults. It was almost all adults at the toy show. This time, I saw so many teenagers, kids, young people going and not just walking around. They were carrying armfuls of toys, buying bags full of toys. And it was very encouraging to see this, like, very much, in my opinion, I would say that speaks to a return to an interest in physical toys, going out, buying things, as opposed to the whole, I never leave my house because I can do everything online mentality,
Right. Well, I think people have gotten tired of the Amazon.
Agreed.
And I think that, also, too, it's like, there's a point where we were growing up, toys wasn't cool. Then they became cool. Then they didn't become cool. Now they're starting to become cool again, and parents are getting their kids in and like, hey, don't you want this G.I. Joe and everything? Because they're looking at their fathers with collections, and this is trickling back down. And so now it's like, it's cool. It's just like, San Diego Comic-Con. It was never cool. Then all of a sudden people were calling me up, hey, man, can I get tickets to this? Like, are you serious?
Right. So damn annoying.
It's just, this is what happens. It's a trend right now, but it's a trend that the toy companies, the first toy company that put the representative back into the stores and says, walks the aisles, this is what we need to do for this aisle. This is where I like to see my product. And you can continuously do that. That toy company is going to hit in a profit in a way, because this is the problem. There's so little care from Hasbro. They used to have a dedicated person. If they got back to that, I'm sure they would see their profits increase, because it would give marketability back to those aisles.
Yeah, I you know what? We can also kind of put a finger on over analytics, over analyzing everything, where overthinking to the point where if it doesn't hit on second one, it's a flop. It's just like movies today, right? They release a movie and on Friday they're like, it's a failure. I'm like, the weekend is here. It's like, what's going on? And it could be where the whole corporate sector is just kind of looking at analytics to the point where it's distorted, because they can't anticipate our behavior on character selection, because character selection to us is everything. Because not everybody's doing the buying everything, right? The full on thing. Now a lot of us pick and choose, where before it was,
two of everything.
We're buying everything, right? So
I was buying it all.
Same, right? And so I think a lot of it goes into that, where it's over analytical.
It's literally impossible now to be a completionist. It's
and that's
impossible.
why I say, give us the pre-order, and if we have to wait longer, that's cool. But I think they said the future is made to order. It sucks is the point, because I know a lot of you guys and everybody here loves the hunt. They love going to the stores, and I love doing that. I've said it for a long time that, like, to me, that's changed. That's personal to me, though. Like, I don't go outside much. Scott's my guy. He's my pro droid that goes out there, finds things for me. But I have everything on pre-order, and if he finds it, I cancel it. But I don't find it exciting anymore, because I don't like going to Target. I liked going to Toys R Us. I liked going to that whole mental state of everything in this building. Is a collector thing.
So I think, though, I think we're gearing up for it, though, right? We know that the Mando Grogu movie is coming. We know that Toy Fair is here.
I wouldn't know. They don't market it. I wouldn't know.
Let me check. I don't believe you.
But the Targets specifically, have reset their aisles right now, right? We've got new aisles, new aisle resets. We've got a giant section in the center where it's just like superhero figures, right? And a couple Joes on the left, some Transformers on the right. And on the back side, you've got your wrestling figures and 2 pegs of Star Wars figures, right?
Oh, yeah.
The
empty pegs, too.
Well,
sometimes.
Dude,
sometimes.
The Hesperia target, so it's a very specific target out here. It's a big super target. It's the newest target that we've got. It's really nice in there. They do not have a section for Star Wars at all. There is no Star Wars at all. They have one Ezra figure that is currently sitting on a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle peg hook. That's all they've got. So they are gearing up. I do believe they're gearing up for a influx of product.
Well, yeah, there's a summer blockbuster push, you know.
And it has happened in the past where a film was coming, everything was moved, everything was clearance, death of the line. Oh my God, no Star Wars. Where's the Star Wars? No, death of the line. And then all of a sudden we are hit. And that's what I'm really hoping for. I'm hoping that this lack of product and a lack of section means that in 2 months, we're going to see some shit.
It better.
Hopefully not literally.
It better.
Hopefully not literally, but you know, it's all action for, or what is it? The epic
hero force action verse power force power thing.
I'm just glad you guys are finally on my side with that. Why,
Scott? I've been on your side on this one.
No.
Well, the more as time goes on, and if it starts to pull away from what we enjoy, then I'll be on board on that. You know.
We'll see. Check this out. Star Wars Collective. Fingers crossed, Scott. My local Target was stocking all the latest TBS waves, and then boom, nothing but Basil and Director Krennic. Dude, I will
That's my target right now.
We got some shipments of Vernestra the other day.
Oh, well.
New shipments?
The one down the street. New shipment of Vernestra.
Those aren't being liquidated. What the? And they're open. Don't open those. Send them to Ross.
All right. So you know what? Bly needs to go. She's his favorite character. He needs to go buy all
Everybody will just bombard Bly's inbox or like go ahead and give us his address so we can just mail him a bunch.
Guys, I'm going to dox Bly, and everyone needs to send him all the Vernestras, just like we sent Mooch all the Holdos. Yeah.
Yes. I've got so many. It's unbelievable. It was so funny on that slideshow. Holdo was the very first figure to be sent to liquidation.
I love that.
It also doesn't help that like just her character design wasn't very toyetic to begin with. Like that was just another like at least with a lot of like. A lot of new Star Wars characters, even if you don't like the character, at least you're like, oh, I could figure fodder this into some other custom or, you know, blah, blah, blah. With her, it was just, nah, you just couldn't.
No, Mando Mike. If we do not, you're not right.
You're right. Yeah. And Mooch does want one. He does want one.
I'll get
deluxe carbonized credit collection holder.
You're going to make me Palm Trail or a deluxe holdo. I'd rather buy TVC.
Well, we know you. We have photos of you enjoying TVC.
Yeah, those
we do.
To be fair, those weren't TVC, but
what are you talking about? Those look very TVC-ish to me.
Yes,
those are
do.
not the TVC line. To be fair,
got him.
As soon as he set me up. That was a set me up to fail. I get over to Scott's house. He laid all these things out. And he knows I buy everything Vader. And he's like, you want one of these? I'm all, these? And then he took a picture.
It was an AI-generated image. That's what it was.
Yeah, now, AI is a hell of a thing, man.
Now ask him, even though he's like, these? And holding them, snapping a picture. How many of those did you take home with you?
Just 2 stormtroopers and Vader. That's it.
That's how it begins.
It always starts.
I'm sorry. Is that those 2 stormtroopers?
Those
right
are the
there?
2. Yep.
Yeah.
You know, Mooch, the new TVC stormtroopers are even better.
I heard.
Yeah, they are.
You'll have to get them.
Yeah. I actually do have some. I'm not, like I said, I'm not against TVC. I just don't buy the whole line. Like I have some things. I got some stuff.
You know what? That was an AI image because in the original image, Mooch was holding 2 holdos, and then he asked Scott to alter the image to be TVC.
Yeah. I also had long
I don't do
hair.
AI. I can just do that.
Yeah. So Toy Fair this weekend coming up. I think it starts Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's a trade show. So, but expect a lot. I'm actually not just Star Wars, right? Like there's a lot of things that are happening. So I'm actually looking. I'm going to be putting my ear to the ground on this this show. I think it's cool.
Do we know? Do we know if Yakface is going to be present at that? Because I do know that some press are also allowed, but I'm not sure what it takes to get in there.
Yakface usually doesn't get invited by Hasbro directly. He might just go just because. I know he doesn't live really close to it. I know he's pretty far off from there. So we'll see. Maybe I know either way he'll be reporting on it, and he is one of the best, most reliable sources in the toy community.
The first thing
Star Wars action figure news.
A rumor? Yakface. Yeah,
if you heard it from Yakface, it's reliable.
Yeah.
If you're not seeing any news though on Yakface, go to toynewsi.com. That's Toy News International, and they usually have the latest news, like the minute that something is shown at.
Or if there's a panel, you can always check out my live reactions with Alex and whoever else decides to join us.
If there's
they don't usually do panels.
Yeah,
they don't usually do panels.
Howlrunner wants to talk about that Disney Store droid drop, and I also want to welcome in Loud Dude. If toys are cool, then that means he's cool. Of course, dude. Yeah.
Yes. No.
None of us are cool. The toys are cool. We are not.
What about that droid?
We're awesome.
The Disney Store droid.
The CU-28 Droid Factory droid links were shared in the Syndicate Discord, and
it was.
Howlrunner, are you a part of the Syndicate Discord? If not, the link in the description below, right there, the first link.
I feel like he is. He's in my Discord for sure. Yeah. So he's got to be in the Syndicate.
Yeah.
Is it still available, or did it?
I don't think so. I believe it's sold out in about 3-ish hours.
Oh, nice. All right.
So that's 2 now. So the original R5K6, I think, is the original one.
Yeah, R5K6 sold out. That was the only one I wanted, damn it. But thank you, Blitz, for reaching out to me and sharing that link with me. I did not purchase it, but it was really it was cool though. I like it. Yeah.
I would love a Droid Factory Black Series.
Droid Factory Black Series would be pretty cool.
I mean,
cool,
this is the
I think it would go over good too.
Yeah.
This is the droid we're talking about right here.
This is the droid you're looking for.
This is the droid we're looking for.
Mm.
So number 2 of 6. So if you've missed out on the first 2, think you're SOL. Oh, hey, poor Alex is all covered up.
I know. See, look what you did.
It's okay, man.
The next one. The next one's going to be QTKT from the Clone Wars. So that one is inspired by Katie Johnson, Albin Johnson's daughter. So
the best arc in Clone Wars, right?
D Squad arc. I will be getting that one. I will be ordering that one when it comes out. Yeah.
I thought they made that protocol droid. Or
no, this one is. She has a different paint scheme in the D Squad arc. There's more pink on the chassis, and then she also has the little hazard marks for her modification on the top of the dome there.
Got it.
Yeah.
Now, R2KT was released back in the early 2000s, I want to say.
She's been released a couple times. Animated Clone Wars line. There was another one in like some really special packaging. I don't recall the year. She's been released a couple times.
Yeah. The Max Rebo, Valentine's Astromix are sold out too.
Oh, they sold out. I wasn't expecting that. Wow. Got mine. They're hiding really small up here on the shelf.
Yeah, I didn't expect the Valentine's ones to do good at all, but I guess they are. So.
No. Cool,
this one right here is the next one coming in May 1st, it looks like.
Yeah, that is
R460.
Hey guys. Shelf Life here.
What's up, Shelf Life?
What's going down?
That's that one is Grief Karga's High Magistrate Grief Karga's Astromech droid from season 3 of Mando. Yeah.
Works at McDonald's on its day off. Yep.
Well, Howlrunner, ask in the Discord. There's always people going to Disneyland and stuff, and maybe they can pick you up one. So
yeah.
All right. I think that's good for today. There's a lot of coverage. We're doing this again next Monday, guys. We're going to give you all what we've dug up on Toy Fair and talk some more and see what's going on. More speculation, some more insights, some more analytics, as we love analytics. We'll hopefully one day see a return of some sort of brick and mortar store nationwide. I don't know. I know Toys R Us is trying. They're trying.
Toys R Us is failing. And
oh no,
we lost Alex. Toys R Us is failing in Canada right now. So I mean, I hope I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how good they're doing here. I know that Chad and Alex and the guys from SKN did go to the one that's more local to us. It's still 80 miles away, but they did do the grand opening there, and there was a lot of people there. But maybe a follow-up visit is.
It'd be interesting to see how they're doing.
Yeah.
Well, while we wait for Alex to come back, Tommy, Blitz Transmissions, go for it, man. The floor is yours.
Yeah, just over the weekend, if you want to check out, I did attend. We briefly touched on it. The latest Toyhio toy show, one of my favorite toy shows to attend throughout the year with my friends. I did a full vlog on that. You can check out. I also did a Blitz Bounties stream where I showed off all my pickups and my recent pile of loot from Big Bad Toy Store as well. Today, I had a podcast episode come out for my podcast, the Blitzcast, where I talked about where the hell is the marketing for Mandalorian and Grogu? I was left very sour after the ad at the Super Bowl last night. So we had talked about that. If you want to check out consistent content on Star Wars and Star Wars toys, you could come over to Blitz Transmissions. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Instagram, X, TikTok, all that kind of stuff. You can find all my links on all my social media. And I'll be having, hopefully, some more reviews coming out. I've been kind of light on the reviews because work has just been kicking my butt lately, and it's just been relentless. Tomorrow, though, I do have a review coming out for those Droid Factory Valentine's Day Astromechs that now I just found out just sold out. So you can check out that review tomorrow, and awesome Star Wars content coming out all the time. But if you want a cool Star Wars live show every Wednesday night that is not Star Wars toy related, then you need to check out the Sarlacc Digest podcast.
Yes, sir. Right after the SKN's Toy Box Chronicles, Alex, like I said, I think he's disconnected here. So I'll give his plug real fast as SKN Shadow Nose Network. They do a show right before us, 7:00 p.m. Pacific time. And Alex has come back, I see. So we'll stall a little bit later, but Wednesday is our flagship show for the Starlight Digest. Scott has already done the thumbnail because we've got a good show.
Ooh. We do have a good show. We touched on it a little bit today. Just there was a game. I don't know if you saw it. There was a game, and at that game we saw some tauntauns, and we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about the tauntauns, man. Yeah. And again, reiterating like Tommy just did, where the hell is the marketing for it? Right? Where's my Oreo cookies? So we're going to talk all about our lack of Oreo cookies and Coca-Cola cans and Taco Bell promo toys on Wednesday's show. So
and I promise you it'll be complete different takes all around. So the conversation always morphs as everybody's reporting on this. So we try to find different angles and see what else is coming. So it's going to be a good conversation. Plus all the latest Star Wars news and rumors that's going on, because that changes on the fly every minute too. We were promised a trailer. That's their version of trailer. But anyway, that's Wednesday. That's a Wednesday show. Alex, I started kind of plugging your guys' stuff, so I'll give you the floor now and tell SKN. Go
power surges, man. I was just about to start pulling on my phone, then it popped back out and said, all right, let's go.
It's California, dude.
We'll definitely have that and everything. But hey, again, you've already probably heard Tommy's great shows and all the great shows from Sarlacc and everything. But for the buddies over at SKN, of course, we started off on Mondays here. Then on Wednesdays, you've got us Toy Box Chronicles, 7 p.m. Pacific time, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Myself, Chet, Scully, and Fig. We will be ready for some new toys and everything. It's a Marvel Legends live stream tomorrow. I don't know. I think Chet wants to live stream it on our channel. We'll see it and everything. So we'll let you guys know. But Marvel Legends, they're starting off before Toy Fair, so our pocketbooks are going to get broken.
There you go.
And then after us, obviously, you guys know the Sarlacc Digest podcast at 8 p.m. right after us. Fridays, Good Morning Toy Box. Thank you for everybody that's been getting up early listening to us.
It's so good.
For you on the East Coast.
I get no work done.
Yeah, it's 10 a.m. here on the West Coast, but it's 1 p.m. on the East Coast. Thank you, everybody. That show's really been doing well. And then you knock in Friday night, and you guys have been making Friday nights great. You guys start Friday with us and end Friday with us at Pixel Plastic Inc., myself. And again, we got Chet, Rad, and of course, obviously, Dr. Brentley, who's in the chat and everything. So we got some good stuff, man. We had 2 Henry Cavill topics for the last 2 weeks. Before it was Highlander, then it was Voltron. So, maybe he's doing something else this week. Who knows? But you got to be in it to see us. And then, of course, one of the main plugs is, have you guys been checking out Toy Hunter? Because you guys should definitely be talking about Toy Hunter. Toy Hunter should have been used at Toy Ohio, right? You guys were using Toy Hunter.
Yes, it was.
There you go.
Comping the prices there, yep.
Well, right now it's still in the beta testing mode. It will be actually dropping on iOS soon, but Android. So if you want to be in on this and you will need this little tool, there's certain things like your collection right here. You can pull that up, and like my entire collection even gives you a valuation. I haven't put all my collection in, but it gives you an evaluation of how much your collection can be. Yeah. You definitely want to get over there. So make sure you guys are checking out toyhunter.com. Take off the E. It's just Toy Hunter, but the E is replaced with the R. Yes. Or go over to the Syndicate Discord. Sign up for it. We're looking for more Android people to be involved with that. But right now, it's been absolutely beneficial, man. I love this app. It's working out. And again, there was a little bit of I don't know if it's a Toy Hunter incident or just somebody didn't write something down, but Scully got a disappointment.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Bly missed the tag, thought it said $75, and it was actually $275.
And that's where the app comes in.
If you had Toy Hunter, you could have pulled up and said, either this guy is out of his mind or that price is wrong.
The best part was Bly saying to the guy, "Would you take 60?" And the guy goes 60? And he's just staring at him. I knew right away. I was like, oh, thumbs up. He goes 60. And the guy goes, "For that?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Dude, are you joking right now? It goes for like $300. And but then Bly goes, "Oh," like looks down, looks at the tag, he's like, "Oh my, I'm so sorry."
Yeah. Like what was it? It was the
Serpentor.
And the price tag rubbed off the 3 or the 2.
Rubbed off the 2.
So 65, and Skelly was like, "Ask him if he wants 60."
What a great deal.
I'm all, Skelly, don't ask. You get 65 is money, like you get 3.
Either this guy has been drinking before he got to this convention, or that tag is wrong.
The guy did print out a new tag. He was like, "Okay, how's this?"
You should. But
anyway, Toy Hunter would have stopped that though.
That's No, it's great stuff. Again, guys, the link in description below for the Discord. The conversation is amazing over there. You got everything from toy photography to comic book discussions to Star Wars to SKN to Blitz. Everybody's in there having a good time. It's growing every single day, and you'll get up-to-date links and everything. We try to help each other out. The buddy system, 0 toxicity, 0. It's all fun. It's all love. Thank you so much, everybody in the pit. I'm sorry I didn't get to all of your questions. I saw them, and because the people are just having fun talking on a Monday. Hopefully get you through this week. Awesome. So you guys are much appreciated. All our channel members, our Shadow Council members, you guys are amazing. We will see you on Wednesday when we break it all down, Star Wars time. And so have a great rest of the week. And with that, Scott,
keep it nerdy, everybody.
Except for Mando. Don't keep it.
Yeah, not
except for Mando. Correct.
Except for Mando. Yeah.
This is Grand Admiral Thrawn. You are listening to the Sarlacc Digest. What a fascinating play on words.